Welcome back, fellow curious minds. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the weirdest laws in the US that you probably didn't even know existed. If you think you've heard it all, think again, because these strange laws will definitely surprise you. Now, you might be thinking, a law is a law, right? It can't possibly be that bizarre. Well, prepare to be amazed. You're about to discover a law so strange, it seems like it came straight from the mind of a fiction writer. So, grab your seat and let's dive into this odd legal tale from the state of Arizona. Let's start with a law from the southwestern state of Arizona. Now, Arizona is famous for its desert landscapes, the Grand Canyon, and scorching hot summers. But did you know that it also has a law that says it's illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub? Yes, you heard that correctly, a donkey in a bathtub. I know, it sounds completely ridiculous. But here's where it gets even weirder. This law was passed back in the 1920s, and it wasn't because they were concerned about donkey comfort. It actually came about because of a peculiar incident in the town of Kingman, Arizona. Apparently, a local farmer had allowed his donkey to sleep in his bathtub during a flood. The farmer thought the donkey would be safe from the rising waters. But, as you might guess, the town didn't take too kindly to this makeshift animal shelter. The authorities found the donkey in the tub, and the farmer was fined for causing a public nuisance. So, to prevent further donkey tub incidents, the city council decided to make it illegal for any donkey to sleep in a bathtub. Can you imagine being the person who had to enforce that law? Excuse me, sir, but I'm afraid your donkey is breaking the law. It's bedtime. This bizarre law still stands today, and while you won't likely see a donkey in your bathtub anytime soon, it's a perfect example of how strange laws sometimes have unusual, specific origins. Now, don't be too quick to dismiss this as just one isolated example of oddball legislation. Oh no, the US is full of strange laws that have either outlived their usefulness or were simply crafted under interesting circumstances. And if you think this donkey law is wild, wait till you hear what's coming next. Let's head west to California, the land of sun, surf, and banana peels. You heard me right. There's an actual law in California that makes it illegal to peel a banana in public. Sounds like a joke, right? Well, it's not. In the 19th century, the streets of California were often slick, muddy, and difficult to navigate. And because of the climate and frequent rain, banana peels would become a serious slipping hazard on the streets. So, lawmakers decided to put an end to it. In 1872, they passed a law specifically targeting the public disposal of banana peels. So, if you're planning on enjoying a banana in public in California, be careful. If you happen to drop that peel on the sidewalk, you might just be in violation of a city ordinance. Though I'm sure the law has long since fallen out of practice, it still technically stands. California may not have the world's most famous banana peel law anymore, but can you imagine walking through a crowded city, nervously clutching your fruit, wondering if the law is watching? Now that's a weird piece of American history. Alright, moving on from fruit-based laws, let's shift gears and talk about a totally unusual law from a state that many people probably don't associate with strange regulations. Now, in the state of Missouri, we come across a law that might seem somewhat harmless, but still raises an eyebrow. Did you know that it is illegal to chew gum in public without a permit? Yes, Missouri has passed laws that restrict gum chewing in certain public areas, particularly near the state capitol. The reasoning? Well, in the 1950s, there was a notorious problem of gum being stuck on public monuments, in public seating, and even on historic statues. It became such a nuisance that lawmakers were forced to make it illegal to chew gum without a special permit. Imagine you're sitting on a park bench, enjoying a gum stick, and suddenly a police officer asks to see your gum permit. Sounds like something straight out of a comedy, but believe it or not, it's part of Missouri's legislative history. As bizarre as these laws might seem, the fact remains, they're still out there, still technically on the books, and could be enforced at any time. It's a reminder that our legal system often passes laws for reasons that may seem completely nonsensical in hindsight, but they were practical at the time. Do you know any other weird laws that deserve a spot on this list? Or perhaps you've encountered a strange law in your state? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more weird and wonderful facts about America's history. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore even more mind-boggling laws and facts you won't believe.